God bless everyone. It is February 1st, 2026. God bless you all. God loves you. And he's always within us. I appreciate the comments, perspectives, and all the love. I got a new chair. So yeah, quack, quack. Hello, man of God. Hello, Stacy Harrison. Yesterday, I don't know. It's been pretty freezing. Yeah. So, yeah, I need some heavier duty gloves because the gloves are just like freezing my hands. They're kind of like landscaping gloves, like kind of like garden gloves. But like, it's actually easier to not wear the gloves. Okay. We're going to be talking about some interesting things. Okay. Hello, Duty. I was just thinking about you. British Bulldog. Yeah. I can't really say it's gotten warmer. Yeah, yeah, it's real weird because if you go from like a street to another street, the wind, it can be like 15 degrees colder just by going a street, 2 streets over. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about being mad, because the first way that being mad happens is unawareness. Now, once you become aware, then you can make the choice. Because ultimately, it is a choice. And God bless you all. When something happens, okay, and you become aware of it, then you don't have to be mad. Yeah. So it's you having the awareness and you watching it. Because before you're just acting angry. Okay, there's not really a choice. Now, if you become aware of it, yeah, then, oh, I don't have to be angry. So the thing about finding God is that, and feeling him, is it happens right now. Same with your choice. So when you become aware, you make the choice right now with awareness. You don't have to be mad. Oh, wow. Anytime you get over being mad is when you choose right now. Yeah, everything happens right now. Yeah, it's so even God is always right now. Yeah, it's the most aliveness. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah. And do you see how you have to have some sense of slowing down, of calmness? Because then you're just acting animalistic, which is making you angry. Yeah. So patience is really the gateway to God. Yeah. I'm definitely warmer, Craig. Yeah, the cold has been. I also need to wear more clothes, but it's definitely been biting. I've just been watching a lady on the channel. Well, we talked about something. One of my ex-girlfriend's parents had some type of weird alien encounter. We talked about it like a week ago or 2 weeks ago in the laundromat. They were both in the military, though. So, and yeah, I mean, I got goosebumps when I told the story. Yeah, I mean, it's probably true, British Bulldog. It only seems to happen to specific people. So, and a lot of people are like, hush, hush. Or maybe their story just isn't out there. They never really told it. And a lot of people, they forget what happens exactly with. So, yes, I already know alien, they are real. They're probably not as malevolent or bad. They're not really as bad as we'd like to think. Yeah, that's just a fear thing. Yeah, fearful, because nothing can really hurt you. Yeah. Thank you, Craig Wolf. You get mad really quickly. Yeah, and it's usually just your thoughts, firing. Okay. So like a monk, or even when, someone that's completely still, it's actually just to make you meditate. It's just for you to realize God. So if your thoughts are acting erratic, yeah, it's gonna make you mad. You're not the one getting mad. Yeah. Okay. Your soul can't get mad. Your soul is one. It is love. And it's one with God. Okay. We're just seeing this. Your opinion, okay, is what's getting mad. Your viewpoint. Okay. Yeah. I will say that if somebody is super exhausted, this can put you in a progression. Someone who's super stressed, like a lot of stressful things, that your body can, make a progression to be angry. Yeah. So it could make it harder. Yeah. Tai Kai, I mean, that's all right. Hello, Snorville. Hello, Daniel. Well, your downfall, British Bulldog, is the same thing that rises you. Yeah. It's the same challenges that make you completeness. Yeah, it's basically, I mean, I would say we're an alien too. If you were a dog and you've seen this huge human, you wouldn't be like, oh, this person is, just a human being. You'd kind of be like, whoa, this person's an alien. I don't know why you're thinking about gay men, but you're allowed to. I have woke. Yeah, my faith is in Jesus. Yeah, lost time. That's kind of like what happens, because that's exactly what happened in the story I was told. The frequent time basically almost stops, or it slows down dramatically. Yeah. So your soul. Yeah. Hello, Michael Wardwell. Yeah. Since our atoms, God bless you all. Yeah, it's very interesting, Daniel. So one technique you can do, okay, if you don't already take my free course, and then I have the paid course, you can multiple times during the day just literally get a timer and just focus on something, maybe something unusual, okay, and just focus on it, okay. You can still move your eyes around, it will be helpful, but try to think of nothing less, okay? Nothing less. And just try to, concentrate and just not think of anything. And then you can catch this, okay? And you can become awareness. Yeah. It's really only caught when you see it. Okay. You could also feel it. That's what we call it, brainstorming. Yeah. So this is just a simple technique where you do it a couple times a day. Yeah. Because really thinking more is not the solution to thinking. It's when you can just shut down the thinking. That way the thoughts aren't invasive. Yeah. Stepping outside of thinking. Yeah. Beyond our comprehension. I'm sorry for the lot of stress and anger, but you don't have to be that by making the choice right now. Yeah, because again, God is right now. All your choices in your life are right now. Yeah. You could quit your job right now. Have some money saved up. Go somewhere else. It's all about right now. There is only right now. And that would really be a choice. It wouldn't hurt a fly. Okay. Yeah, we're colliding of consciousness and spirit. Yeah, it's like our brain can, really just block that connection to consciousness, to source. I don't know. I don't know who wrote the Bible. It's been rewritten, so yeah. Discernment is what you feel from it. This isn't something emotional. So when someone gives off a vibration, your vibration recognizes it. A lot of people have trouble recognizing this. Okay, recognizable. So this is, you can feel when someone's angry. You can know everything about a person. Again, this is not emotional. Okay. In fact, no emotions are ideas, though they may stem from them. It's actually how the person is feeling. So they're going to give off a vibration. I know what you meant, British Bulldog. God bless you all. If you were a cat, it'd be the same thing. This life, it doesn't matter where you go. Okay. Human beings have the most evolved consciousness. Okay, you could say spirit. Cats and dogs, they can't be aware of this. They're living in God's presence, but they're not aware. So no matter where you would go in a dog or a cat, all of this is just all life. When people refer to God, you are just a small part of life trying to merge. That's the whole story of the soul. So God, when people refer to God, they're referring to everything. Where you are the small part of this life, and you want to expand back into all of the whole. Yeah. This is why some people say you are God. Okay. I don't personally say that. But obviously you've heard people say that before. Yeah. Yeah, well, the combining of the DNA and geoengineering, that's probably happened almost everywhere. So just like a lot of food is genetically engineered, for if you want to know something, pretty much, well, all beings, there's no such thing as a real being. Beings are not real. Okay. They're not real. No beings are real. Yeah. A chickpea is the only real being. Okay, if you want to call it that. And yeah, you can do anything. So at one time you can manipulate genetics. But the body doesn't matter because life is always just going to be life. Yeah. So, yeah, when they get manipulating the genes of people and stuff like that, it's just, yeah, it's a bluff. It means nothing. Yeah. You can't affect life. You can't affect the soul. Yeah. That's out of the jurisdiction of God. So my crazy look's gonna get crazier. Yeah, I mean, I could see me sounding like Beavis and Butthead, but I've never really watched that. It was a little bit like after my time. Yeah. It's funny because my laugh wasn't always like this. Yeah, it's if I was just to like let my laugh go sometimes, this is me like being a container, I'd probably die. Yeah. Because you can laugh too much. If you've ever laughed like really hard, the body can only take so much, right? So even thinking about laughing, yeah, it's funny. No one can disrespect me because there's no one to disrespect. You are just creating disrespect in your head. So whether someone wants to disrespect me, whether I take action or not, that's still going on in your head. And yeah, you can't disrespect this life. Yeah, you can't. The soul. Yeah. Third eye woke. How tall are you? Not tall enough. Yeah. Yeah, and this is what he wanted me to do. Thank you, cold bars. I'm in a stranger land. Well, this is actually supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be exploration. And you made that choice. The beard has been probably like 3 years. So, hello from New Zealand, the the nice jungle. I would say the new jungle. Yeah, my morning just started with you guys. I wasn't going to go live. But terrified to make themselves known. Thanks for asking. Me? Well, that's probably some like childhood trauma. But regardless, when we step back to right now, okay, what is the problem right now? And it's your idea of being terrified, which is making you terrified. Okay, so it's just a false illusion. Your soul is one with everything. You feel this expansive. And there's nothing terrifying about that. It's just an idea. Challenge your idea. Because when you come to the futility and you come to realize this idea, I'm not really terrified. Everything negative is a false illusion. That's what makes it terrifying. I'm not calling Mexicans aliens. Yeah. And if I did, it would be a funny joke. It's Ron Howard's brother. Be still and know that I am. Yeah. Yeah. That's all we're trying to do. Hello, smoke something. Yeah. Okay. Giver. Yeah. There is no thought about you in absolute stillness. Yeah, there could be stages. There could be, proclaimed stages to it, Michael Wardwell. Yeah. Yeah, I would say most people can't, Daniel. The doing, the sand dune. Yeah. Thinking is really trying too hard. Taking action is usually effortless. Okay. When you have God on your side, yeah. So thinking is trying too hard. Okay. But action, just pure action, it's when you feel free. Yeah. I said sand doing yesterday. Bran Stark. How do I change my outcome? You do it right now. Choose, yeah. Yeah, I don't know the golden child. Matthew Scott, do you 100% believe what you said? And also, do you make that effective in your real life? Is right now. Yeah, Michael Wardwell. It can't even be like conceptual. And all your thoughts, listen, all of our thoughts are trying to bring us outside of our thoughts, out of our head. This is the real point of a thought, would be to you to actually to go live action, okay, to become aware, okay, and to stop thinking. So it's like you want to ride a bike. Maybe it's your intuition. Maybe you have an idea. But when you go and you're riding the bike, let's just say on a nice little path, okay, you're not thinking anymore, I need to ride the bike. Yeah, you're in the experience now. You see? Hello, Ricky. Rick Lati. Yeah. Yeah, everything's connected, Michael Wardwell. Yeah. God bless you all. Love, may the love of presence affect you. It only takes one time for you to recognize this love. And then that's when the spiritual journey starts. Yeah. One dose of God's love, it will feel so overwhelmingly amazing. You'll just always want it. Yeah. Is there a certain way? Yeah, Kathy, I told you to do the course. The free course is, yeah, your freedom. So, people who wrote the Bible. Yeah, Michael Wardwell. Yeah. I agree. Human beings are made in the image of God. You tried past life regression? Yeah. Well, you're going to have to tell me about it. No, justice for animals. I love animals. I'm not going to get into this right now, but the Native Americans, they love nature and animals. At the same time, they had to use all of it for their, to feed them. And I lost my life to going vegan. I don't support vegans or vegetarians, not at all. Yeah. Hello, Warthog. Yeah. Yeah, letting your hair grow does feel freeing. I personally like to have it, up or back, whatever. But women are usually always letting their hair grow. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Vaughn. And why would the Bible doesn't need translated? That's a lie in itself. Because if it's God's word and it's perfect. Yeah. There's a lot of distortions. Yeah. The people who think there's no God. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but most people don't, whether they believe in God. Yeah, I mean, most people on the streets don't talk about God. Yeah. Jesus is God. Yes. Amen to Jesus. Yeah, God gave us life. So, what are you talking about, Rick? Yeah, God is, it's just life. So, you can't really be dead. It's you, because you will always be alive. Yeah, because being dead would mean it doesn't exist. So again, the fear of something not existing is creating the illusion. Yeah. Hello, DJ Edgy. Yeah, of course I work. This dude is screaming unintelligent. Yeah, maybe in your head, gamer kid. Yeah, this is my work and just some guy. I don't know why you think, of course he doesn't, but hey, you're right if whatever you think is right. Yeah. I'm not sure what you mean look like that. This is what happens when a human being grows out the hair naturally. Not that you have to. Hello from Guam. That's probably the first time we've ever had someone. Thank you. Thank you, Ken. Vaughn, I didn't see no debate. I mean, I did read all your comments, I think. Yeah, Michael Wardwell. I mean, you obviously do. It's you either feel the life of the presence. Doesn't matter if you say Jesus Christ, or God. Okay, you feel this life inside of you. You either do or you don't. Okay, and it doesn't matter if you think whatever you think about it. You don't think you do, or you don't think you can feel God, because it's still life. It's still there regardless of what you think about it. So yeah, I mean, it's literally everything. It's boot on butt. When I say God, I refer to Jesus. Yeah. The book of Yesu. Yeah, and Jesus is mentioned in India. They're literally mentioned in their books too. I mean, Jesus is probably mentioned all around. Yeah. Most people just don't have the knowledge of that. Rat trap. I usually do have a feather, but not in this season, right? I don't even really know the difference between the Democrats and Republicans. Well, yeah, Michael Wardwell. I mean, yeah, the chickens are definitely the cows and the chickens. Chickens don't lay eggs every day. So cows in general, vegans have a point when it comes to because they exit out. The chickens and cows are not really real. Chickens don't lay eggs every day. A cow is a wild bull. It's a buffalo. Okay. So all vegetarians, they literally tamed a bull or a moose or a camel. They literally took a wild animal in slavery so it could provide sustenance for their whole life. So the black and white cow and in all birds, if you go and study birds, I don't know all of birds, okay? But the ones locally, chickens, hawks, eagles, regular birds, they only lay eggs twice a year. Geese. Okay. So being vegetarian, let's just say because really you can't eat eggs and drink milk every day. It's just that it had to happen at one point in time in slavery. So you would be eating meat or just vegetables. So that completely debunks vegetarian in itself. So vegans, I will give them that. Yeah. So, because I mean, I have chickens in my yard. Chickens don't lay eggs every day. Yeah. So, could talk about that a lot longer. Jason, when you act like that to me, you act like that to yourself. You also act like that to God. Yeah. He watches you. To all of life. You act like that. You have to have self-respect. Your idea of it, yeah. But you can always stand up for yourself, but God gave free will, and Satan created himself. He chose that out of free will. Yeah. So God didn't necessarily create that. Satan created himself. He made the choice. Jennifer Sanchez, it sounds like a man. Hello from Finland. Thank you, British Bulldog. Thank you, Craig. Thank you. God bless you. A real cool stoner laugh. Yeah, I do know what you mean, Michael Wardwell. Yeah, my laugh it's like evolutionary. Hello from Arkansas. I've heard things about Arkansas. Futility, futile. Thank you. How to spell, Mark. Thank you, Lone Wolf. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Snack. Are you an angel? I mean, some people say that. Someone said that to me before. You recently seen a salt monster? Okay. Brad Forrester. I mean, yeah, it might be. It might be that way. Hello, Zen Jammin'. Our bodies are made from dirt. Yeah, that's why sometimes they bury you in the dirt. Okay. But that's taken completely, pretty much out of context. It's better for the body to be burned. Though the ashes will still go to the river. Smoking weed helps bring God into your life. It could change your thought process for a time. Yeah, surrendering to the moment, becoming right here, right now, and then your vessel fills with full of life, full of divinity. Amen to all my brothers and sisters. I love all you guys. Thank you, Golden Boy. Yeah, I mean, this is all God's smartness. Because if it wasn't for him existing and giving all of this life, everything, then there would be no me. There would be, no smartness. So I hope I answered. Yeah, you went out of this sinful life. Sinful life will make the choice right now. Yeah, we're here to undo our knots and ties. Ethan, yeah, I mean, all them people are, they're all fans. I know, I've heard about the chest there. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I believe can be real. You're a dragon of sin. Flux, no. But I know somebody that went to India. Yeah. Hello, Peter White. Thank you. Hello, Rodrigo. I don't know. Sometimes people just don't see notifications. I'm on a little later today, but just an hour. And I may be on later tonight, so probably around like 11 hours from now. 10 hours now. 8 p.m. Eastern time. Hello, Stetson. Light bends around magnetism. Well, Kathy, I told you to do the course. The course is going to take you there. Laugh aloud, the finger sniff. Yeah, I can do it again. Thank you, Brad. Yes, I do know that. Yeah. That's full crazy or Phil crazy. Yeah, I would say so. The programs of your subconsciousness. Yeah, British Bulldog. When you see your spirit, then, you know, younger spirits, it's going to create that magnetism. And people are going to start to see your spirit. I love you too, Stetson. Yeah. Thank you, David Woods. Thank you. He does know. I mean, I like smelling a lot of things. We already went over this, Jack. Yeah. But I don't have to smell anything either. Yeah. It's only a problem when you become obsessive. So it doesn't look like God has ever blessed this dude. I would say you're very wrong. You're not going to see what he does because you're not seeing it as now. You're not seeing how the sun comes up. You're not seeing how the grass grows. You don't know how in the mornings the water sets down and the grass and everything close to the ground, pretty much everywhere, gets a little bit of wet. Dew. And God has gave me the greatest blessings. Again, it's unseen, but you'll see it in the future. Because the way that it works is that coming through, it's unseen, and then it gets thicker and thicker. It becomes material. Okay, it becomes more so solid. Yeah. But I already know the blessings, and there's obviously some I don't know. But the ones I have seen, you have yet to see. So, yeah. And the greatest blessing from God is to know him. Yeah. What greater blessing is there? Thank you. The shape of my beard is great. Let's go. We're going to be in here for a couple more. Ram Dass, not really. I listened to him say something like a week ago. A YouTube short. But in the future, I might see something from him. The heart will tell you when a person is vibrating on your level. I completely agree with that, Peter. Thank you for saying that. The thing is we're not used to people vibrating at that level. So it's like a super rarity. And when it happens, it's usually you're confused. Yeah. That's how shocking it is. Yeah, I mean, there's not really been too much. No one's said, hey, debate this. Yeah, but I've felt that, Peter. Yes, Brad, I do know what you're talking about. Hello, Grace and me. God bless you. I don't know why you think it's unemployment tutorial. Internal pain and suffering is only when you think about it like that. Debate nothing. Yeah, I mean, you scroll up in the comments and tell me these debates that are people asking. The funny thing about unemployment is I'm trying to open up the spiritual center with everything God provided me so people can live for free. So joining me would be one of the best things you could do, because then you could live for free. You could also do it yourself, and it doesn't really matter. So obviously you'll be doing a little bit of stuff for the world, but you're going to want to feel free. Yeah, God didn't yeah. No, I mean, I used to be really into that Brad Forrester, but that was like 11 years ago. And implying at this point, it's just, I mean, I agree with you to some degree, but I just don't even think about it. Yeah, I really don't think about anything. Yeah. Because it's just a headache. You just end up thinking more. Yeah, so. Thank you, Grace. Yeah. Yeah, Michael Wardwell. And we went over about women, how I think they should run the world. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. We talked about this specifically just a couple of days ago. Yeah, Peter White. Yeah. It is an extension of the nervous system. That's a great way of putting it. Thank you, champ. Are any magic mushrooms good for your mind? Anything that you take in, like substances, what people are trying to get out of it. Well, they're trying to find God. They're trying to find the meaning of life, which would be to feel it. But majority of people it's just change what these stuff does. It changes the way in your system of thinking. Okay. So that's that. And it breaks you out of a routine. So mushrooms it can heal the body. Yeah. I mean, I've heard of it. So beyond hallucination and all the fun things that come with it, I've had people that were gonna off with their head by themselves, and they took them one time or maybe a couple in a short time, and then they never took them again, and all their depression was gone. So lifelong. Yeah. You don't support vegans or vegetables? I can't. I can't. I literally can't. I lost my life to it, Marlene. Raw food ages you less for digestive enzymes. And yeah, meat is the identical food for the body at this time and period. No, I mean, I still eat vegetables and fruits. We're really an omnivore, so yeah. Some people, whatever way you take that. I like the world is a stone to lust for the world. I like that. Yeah, to be stoned. Yeah. Yeah, stone is just having no life inside of you. Yeah. But stones are very alive. So yeah, but I do like the word stone. I wouldn't even say I believe in Bigfoot. I say he's very real. And they're probably more closer to extinction, or they're just not as prevalent as they used to be. Yeah. To a state where they're hiding from human beings and yeah. Yeah. I mean, Peter, the Bible can. I do. I never heard someone say that before. Michael Wardwell, that's a great point. You're not even going to question like needing to forgive them. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes think of that, champ. Thank you, Daniel. You lived on the North Pole? You lived on the North Pole? Wow, that's interesting. All right, we're going to be getting out of here in probably like 5 minutes. I'll be on later tonight if God allows it to be. God bless you all. All stars spin around Polaris. That's a true fact. Hello, Fresh Supreme. It's very tiring today because simply I can't eat food. Because the vegan diet messed up my digestive system completely. Modest son, thank you. But please don't worry about it. For the mind will seek it to be hardened. Kathy, I was feeling him all of my life, and so is everything, everybody else is feeling God. They just are not aware of it. And so wasn't I. Yeah. They're not aware of what's supporting their life. No, he completely, like, utterly shocked me. I wasn't even necessarily, like, sure what happened, Kathy. And that was through dying. Yeah. I look like the shrimp. I don't know. I think I know that one. Thank you, Fresh Supreme. Kick the can. Yeah. I trust me. People, I don't want to get into the vegan thing because I don't want to talk about that right now. And people, I used to have similar, I was a vegan 10, 11 years ago, and I had similar thoughts to these vegans. These vegans all have the same thoughts, just like you start judging people when they eat something, then you kind of like, oh, I can't eat this and I can't eat this. It really, really starts bulging up your head. Yeah. And I just seen a photo. The vegans, and it's not just the vegans, but Native Americans and all of the history. I literally seen a photo yesterday, a real life photo, a current one. The buffalo is coming up to the Native Americans because they're so peaceful and maybe nice. The buffalo is just coming right up to them. Okay. The Native Americans praise and love nature. It's like people are forgetting this or completely opting it out. They're not eating, and they're still eating meat, but they still have reverence for all of life. You can't deny this. Yeah. John the Baptist, thank you. Someone said that before. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was MAGA, or maybe it was the Supreme Redeemer. Thank you. Yeah. You've seen the devil? Yeah.